Hi, my name is Abhay Alex and you're watching my full review of the latest product from QNAP TS-251 Plus Network Attached Storage.
You don't know.
First of all, I would like to thank QNAP for sending the unit out to me for review and making this video possible. One thing I would like to clear is this is my first time I'm reviewing a product like this, and plus with a NAS which has got such a lot of features and a bundle of things to talk on, so it's quite possible I might miss out a point, but I'll make sure it doesn't happen. So today I will be talking about the QNAP Nas. For those who don't know what a NAS is, it is basically a personal cloud storage wherein you can store all your content and consume it easily when you need it and access the files wherever you are. So without further ado, let's begin this review. Now there are a lot of technical aspects in this NAS, like cloud installation, connecting the NAS to the internet, how to share files and stream videos, and insane amount of stuff to go on. I will not be covering these things as QNAP has their own online video tutorials and forums for that purpose. I would leave the link down for the same if you guys want to check it out. Alright, so let's talk about this NAS more in detail. This is a high performance NAS with an Intel Celeron inside it and a 2GB of RAM. The read and write speed performance chart is displayed on the screen. Pause the video if you want to have a look at the figures. Now let's quickly have a look at what we get inside. Opening up the box shows us a nice welcome message. Inside the box is a power cord and another box which has the quick start guide, some screws to attach the hard drives to the base, network cables, remote control and the power adapter. And lastly, it is the NAS itself, and it does not come with any drives. The design of the NAS is pretty obvious. The hard disk slots at the front with some LED indicators and a USB port. And the back is where all the magic happens. We get one full-size HDMI, two networking jacks, 3 USB ports and one for the power supply. Rubber feet at the bottom which does a good job of maintaining the grip of the NAS. Mine is a 2-bay NAS, and to install the hard disk inside, we can just pop open the base, place the hard disk on top of it, fasten 4 screws and lock it back down, and we are good to go. Just take care of the hard disk sequence which is displayed on top of the NAS. In QNAP's website, there is also a compatibility list page, so before purchasing anything for the NAS, look into it if it supports or not. For example, which hard disks to buy, which routers to buy, and stuff like that. The installation part is easy. Just carry out the connections as displayed on the screen. After the connections has been made, NAS firmware has to be installed. And to do that, we have 3 methods as shown on the screen. All these methods are working and tested, and whichever method you choose, you will be guided by on-screen instructions, so no need to worry. Recommended method is to download the QNAP QFinder Pro application on your PC, and that will take care of the rest. During the hard disk configuration, you got 2 RAID configuration to choose from, RAID 0 and RAID 1. In RAID 0, both the hard disks are combined and you get one large volume. While in RAID 1, hard disk mirroring is done. Whatever data is in the first hard disk will be automatically backed up on the second hard disk as well. You can choose any of the configuration depending on your use. After all has been done properly, you will get the login page to the NAS. If it shows the connection is not private, that is because the certificate is issued by the NAS itself. Click proceed and you need not to worry, as you know it's your own NAS, so no risk whatsoever. Now let's get into what features does QNAP provides us in this NAS. When you're finally into the main page of the NAS, you'll see a couple of icons there. So let's quickly cover the important ones. App Center. In the App Center, there are a bunch of apps which you can download and make full use of your NAS. It's like the Play Store for your Android. File Station. This is just like the My Computer on your PC and where all your files live. You can upload files, edit them, view them. You can do anything like you would probably do with your full-fledged PC. You can as well connect the mouse and keyboard to the NAS and use the system as your PC. No problems at all. You can also share files securely with a unique URL. Just generate that URL and share it to anyone, and the person would be able to view it. Also, you can make the use of an app called QSync, which will every time sync the changes in the files and constantly keep updating it to all your devices. You can as well download the QFile app for your Android or iOS and can remotely view, download and edit files from your phone right on the go. Download Station. Usually for big downloads, we actually keep our computer turned on until the download has been finished, which consumes a lot of power. Download Station is an easy way of downloading files. It supports magnet link, HTTP and FTP download. And to view the status of your download, there is a mobile app called QGet which you can install and manage your downloads right on the go. My QNAP Cloud. This is where we generate a unique link on the internet. So the next time we need to access the NAS from anywhere in the world, just type the unique link in the browser and you're good to go. Surveillance system. You can potentially use the NAS as a CCTV security system. Just plug the camera on the NAS, configure the settings to either stream or record the footage in real time and you're done. So these are the few features so far, but the coolest feature by far is using the HDMI output on the back of the device. Now what we need to do is to install Hybrid Desk Station, as you can straight away plug the NAS in your TV and enjoy the content on it. Once all downloaded and installed, we need to plug the NAS in our TV, and now we can use the remote which is given in the box to navigate through menus. We can now stream audio, full HD video transcoding right from our NAS on the TV. Now what else it does is, it has LibreOffice setup on this, so you can hook up a mouse and a keyboard and can start editing the document like you would normally do on a desktop computer. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Now that I have my mouse and keyboard plugged on this, can I game on the system? And the answer is yes, you can. We can actually play OpenTTD on this NAS. Obviously not heavy-end games we can play on this. Now the next big feature is the ability to run virtual machines on this NAS. For example, I can run a whole Windows server or a Linux server. A small setup procedure needs to be done. Once that's done, we can actually get the statistics on how much CPU and RAM usage is there. Then what we need to do is to just import an ISO file and we can start creating virtual machines. Now remember the front USB port I was talking about earlier? That is actually there for a very good purpose. If you have a thumb drive or an external hard drive that needs to be copied on your NAS, just plug the source in that USB port and hit the copy button right on top of it and the copying will start. Then there is Resource Monitor, where in a gist, we get to see the CPU usage, memory usage, disk usage, bandwidth usage and ongoing processes on the NAS. Accompanying that is another setting called the hard disk status check, where the NAS checks the hard disk for any bad sectors, hard disk health, disk spin RPM, and based on the data, the results will show whether the hard disk is healthy or not. If something goes wrong with the NAS, there is a feature in the NAS which will automatically send us an alert email or a text message depending on what we configure. And when the NAS is not being used, we can give a command to the NAS to go on sleep mode. And when we need to wake up back the NAS on, Wake on LAN feature can be used, which can be initiated through our mobile itself by downloading a third-party app. Another good feature is that we can actually host our websites on the NAS using the web server, which is a good add-on as we spend a lot of money to buy hosting plans from different companies. Finally, there is a dedicated control panel for all the settings of the NAS. Take some time and explore the settings. Obviously, not everything can be showcased in the video. The NAS itself has a wide range of features as I have shown you in this video. It's like having a full computer in a form factor of a NAS, which is pretty impressive, right? So that's been it. Thanks for watching. This is Abhay Alex and I'll see you guys in the next one.
You don't know.